Hello Reginasailing family and friends. We will do some exercises, some examples. And the first example is how to get from altitude on the sextant to the observed altitude, the true altitude. I have a couple of tools here. An eraser is always good if you want to make mistakes. A pencil and a sharpener. And our beloved nautical almanac from 2020, because that's where the year it is, the year I'm sitting here and doing these videos. So I'll put this aside for a second here and show you my template for noon sight. So this is the template for noon sight. And we will go through all these different steps, and I have a little drawing here which is also very useful, but we will concentrate now on this part here, measuring the observed altitude HO. So let's say that we are 2.5 meters, I'll write this down here, 2.5 meters above sea level. That's where we observe it. You can write it down here, you can just memorize it. Normally it will be something in a smaller boat between 2 meters and in a larger boat 3 meters. If you're sitting down, 2.5 meters is a typical assumption, one can say. Then let's say that we are on the 16th of May and that we have measured the altitude of the sextant. Here, I put this here, 36 degrees and 24 minutes. You can see there it says RYA, there it says simple. So the RYA teaches you to go through all these steps, and this is a simple summary. So if you need to be fast and don't want to do any multiple calculations, you can just go approximately over here, and the error will not be that big. It will be typically maximum 0.3 nautical miles. I also have a lot of footnotes here. So the footnotes are good. So if it gives a footnote like here, number 1, you can get a memory. What is index error? And here it says always same for same sextant. All right. So on my sextant, I will say that I have 5 minutes on the arc. So I say 5 minutes on the arc. So if it is 5 minutes on the arc, so it's overreading, you just have to take it off again. So you deduct it. So you say minus 5 minutes. So when you add these together, or subtract in this case, you get to the observed altitude, HS. So you take minus 5. So here one needs to be good in head calculations. So this is 9. And we add a little 1 there. From 1 to 2 it is 1. And then here is a degree, and then 36. So do a quick recap. 36 degrees 19 minutes plus 5 makes 24. That makes sense. Remember that this digit here, if this goes up to 60, that's when it adds 1 degree, because 60 minutes makes 1 degree. So normally, that's a very frequent mistake you do. So normally you think that it goes up to 10, and then it adds the next digit here to the left. But here it is 60 minutes to a degree. So dip. What was dip? We have a little footnote number 3 here. Dependent on height of eye. See yellow pages. Now I remember. Dip had something to do with the yellow pages. With the height of eye. Dip had something to do with the height of eye. So we look at the yellow pages. Here is the nautical almanac. The yellow pages is not to find where the next pizza is, but the yellow pages here, and there's only one, is this one. You can even cut it out to have it as a bookmark, which is quite practical. So this is now the altitude correction from 10 to 90 degrees for sun, stars and planets. So we are at the sun. So here is the dip. So this is dependent on the height of eye. So you can see here, depending on the height of eye, it goes all the way to 21 meters. So that's for big ships, really. And for us small yachts, they have been kind enough to have a little blow up here, because here it's 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, 3 meters. But how about below that? Here we have a little extra height of eye correction, so we can go and look at that. So if we have 1 meter, this is the correction, 1.5, 2 meters, and so on. And here it is this huge heights up to 48 meters. Well, we don't need that. So what do we have? We have here a height of eye, I said 2.5 meters. That's minus 2.8 minutes. Because the higher up you are, the further away you see the horizon, remember? And that's why we see a too big angle, so we have to deduct 2 minutes, 2.8 minutes. Did I say 2.8 minutes? I hope I did. So 2.8 minutes. Now you could of course do like that never mind these 0.8 and call it a 3. But I want to be precise here. And the most mistakes you do is by calculation. You do too many mistakes, so that's why at sea, when you're seasick, I would call this 3 minutes. Let's do it for the exercise 2.8. So this is a 0 really. So from 8 to 0, it is a 2. Makes one more here. So that's from 3 to 9, that's 6. Decimal there. And then from 0 to 1 is 1, and then it is 36 degrees and 16.2 minutes. A quick recap. This is almost 16. This is almost 3. So 3 plus 16 is 19. So it's approximately right. I always do this eyeball check because it's so many mistakes you can do. Now, next correction is the sun correction. What was that? 4. 4, always positive for lower limb. All right. I forgot to mention that we shoot the lower limb. I can write it down here. This is so frequent. I didn't even make a note of it because the lower limb is what you normally do. You put the sun onto the horizon, so it's above the horizon. So upper limb is really an exception. So always positive for lower limb. See yellow pages again. All right. Get my nautical almanac back. Yellow pages. So here are these corrections for the sun. It says sun there. And now we have October to March and April to September. So we have to remember which months of the day we are, of the year we are. We're 16th of May. Of course, we know that when we're out sailing. So we are here. And now we have to look at the apparent altitude that we have measured. And then go into the lower limb, which is the bigger figure, because the upper limb is so seldomly used, so it's written in smaller letters here. So you don't do that mistake so often. And remember that the lower the angle, the bigger the refraction. And that's why this correction has to do with the semi-diameter, which is built in, and the refraction. And they don't even have degrees below 9 degrees and 39 minutes, because you shouldn't shoot them, because the refraction is far too big. So I can't remember. What did we shoot? We said down here 36 degrees and 16 minutes. So we are here 36 degrees. 36 degrees. I think I'll have to show you here. If I go up there. Can you see it? No. Shit. So there. 36 degrees is somewhere between 35 and 15 and 37.24. So in between here, you make a correction of plus, that's what I said, is always positive for the lower limb, plus 14.7 minutes. 14.7, we remember that, plus 14.7. So now we add these together. So 7 plus 2 is 9. 6 plus 4 is 10. So that's when the digit moves over. 1, 2, 3. So that's 36 degrees and 30.9 minutes. Call it 31 minutes, really. So this is the true altitude, which we then use to compile our latitude later. Now, what was this with simple? Now, simple is that you don't have to do all these calculations, which sounds very tempting, and roughly it works also if you just want to play around and not do the calculations too well. But for the ROA Yachtmaster, you really have to do all these corrections. Now, what does simple mean? Why is there an arrow here over the index arrow? Well, it says 2. Tip: simply mark the index arrow as an extra line on drum where to read off HO directly. So that means that if I know that I have a 5 minutes index error on the arc, I just make that line a new line, the red arrow in the video, where to read off. So I would read off this observed angle directly, because my index error would have been taken care of by placing the red arrow at the corresponding place. Of course, this means this does only work if the index error stays the same. But if you don't move and crash it and are careful with your sextant, the index error should stay the same for years, really. So how about all these? All these can be compiled into one correction figure. It says here, C note 5. 5, approximate total correction for 2.8 meters, height of eye, and lower limb and summer. So if you have all this together, 2.8 meters, well, here we have 2.5, but 2.8, that's for my boat actually, that's why I did it. Height of eye, and I almost shoot the lower limb. I haven't done it upper limb ever, I think. And it's summer, that's when I sail, on a northern latitude. So the error is here max 0.3 nautical miles. Let's see if that's correct. So what you do is that depending on what you shoot here, you can do an approximate correction. So here, if I went in here directly, 36 degrees and 19 minutes. So 36 degrees and 20 minutes. That's somewhere in between 30 degrees and 40 degrees. So the total correction should be plus between 11.5 and 12. So the 36 is approximately in between. So let's put it in between here. So let's say that the correction here is 11.7, 11.8 maybe. So we call it 11.8. So if we add these together, 0 plus 8 is 8. 9 plus 1 is 0. And then we add 1 there. 1, 2, 3. So that's 30 minutes. So if we did it correctly, we have 36 degrees, 30.9 minutes. And if we did this by this summary calculation, we would get 30.8 minutes. So this is pretty close, isn't it? So that's why I say you can if you then have done your Yachtmaster Ocean, or you just do it for the sake of it because you like using the sextant. This is so much faster and with less possible errors, and this is when you do all the corrections. Why do you do this? Well, in the reads, this is the commercial edition of the Nautical Almanac, and then we have the sight reduction table in the errors. But this Nautical Almanac does also exist from Reeds, and then it's yellow. And Reeds also does something similar to sum these up, these errors. So it's not forbidden really. It's just that the RYA does it the old school. And the reason for this is, of course, that if you are on a vessel or even on a plane, you have to have really big differences in dip. So that's why you to use the dip separate to the sun correction. So this is quite simple, isn't it? So I think I'll leave it as it is. You could do your own calculations if you want, but we will use this in our next chapter, when we then will calculate when it's noon and finally calculate our latitude. So stay tuned and continue listening if you found this interesting.